Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, K-Melody Drama Club. I'm Samantha, and if you're new here, welcome. Every week, I post videos about K-pop, K-drama, C-drama, etc. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you can stay up to date on all my latest content. Today, I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing a craft video. It's been a minute since I've done one, and so I think I'm overdue for it. So I've been waiting to do this, and I finally sat down and started working on it, and now I'm ready to show you guys. Um I don't remember the original content creator's name, to be quite honest, but I originally saw this similar idea on Instagram. I like to doom scroll a lot, and so I was scrolling through videos and I saw this girl's video where she had taken Labubus and put them in this frame and like framed them. It was a whole bunch of them. It was really cute, and I thought, well, that's a really neat idea. And I thought, ooh, you could make a Skzoo one. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna make a Skzoo, kind of like a shadow box. It's kind of like a shadow box. Um, and I'm gonna walk you through where to buy everything at and how I went about it, but we're also going to talk about a lot of various things while I do it. Um, First thing to note is that I got this frame from IKEA. Um, Honestly, you could probably find similar frames to this on Amazon or anywhere. The dimensions for this are 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. And like I said, it very much reminds me of like a shadow box. So maybe just check out like measurements for frames and stuff like that if you want to find one more easily or cheaper or whatever the case may be. With IKEA, I don't have an IKEA very close to me. I would have to travel like 4 hours to get to one, and so I just had to place a large enough order to get it shipped to me. The frame is only $12.99, depending on what size you want. They do have bigger sizes. I will post a link in the description for the frame so that you can find it. I will also post a link for the Skzoos to where you can find them. These are not official Skzoos. I opted to do knockoff ones from AliExpress, but only because that's just cheaper and easier for me. If you want to do official Skzoos, you are more than welcome to do so. But I paid the price for all 8 that it would cost for just one official one. So, you do you. Not everybody is able to pay that per one. So I did within my financial needs. You do what's best for your financial needs. But I opted to do unofficial because ultimately I'm going to probably, I haven't really thought this out yet, I'm probably going to put it somewhere over on this wall beside me, to be quite honest. And it's going to be part of my little office YouTube decor setup going on because I have nothing on this wall and I need something. So, anyways, I do want to take the opportunity to tell you how this frame originally came in. I'm actually going to take this apart and show you how originally it came in. The only reason it's put together was to kind of give you an idea of what the end result's going to look like, but then also to kind of, I'm kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? A perfectionist to an extent. Not that that was perfectly done. But I will sit here and arrange the Skzoos until I feel that they are in perfect position for my liking. But anyways, I digress. So let's pop these out. I'm going to just sit them over here on my desk. I am going to pop this out. Give me just a second. Here we go. All right. So, I'm going to pop this out. This right here is not glass. This is like acrylic, if you will, or plastic, if you will. It is not glass. Honestly, that's probably for the best for me. I'm kind of accident prone, so it'd be my luck. It'd be glass, I'd shatter it. So this comes, like I said, it's more acrylic based. This comes with, like, you know, if you've ever bought an acrylic keychain or anything like that, and it's got that plastic film over it. This comes with that plastic film on both sides. So if you do buy the one from IKEA, you will have to peel that off first. So that is something to note. Also, let's see. It will come something like this. It has a little drop in. Let me get it back out. A little drop in inside of it. So like you have like 3 pieces, if you will, not including the back. The back would be a 4th, I guess. So you will have to take it completely apart. That way you can drop your acrylic frame in, then drop the center back in, and then fill it. And then it also comes with a white cardboard frame. I actually used this in the back, but you can do whatever you want to do, whatever makes sense to you, you go right ahead. But I used it in the back as like the back of my frame. So here's my little Skzoos. And I came up with this really neat idea. Whether you do official or unofficial, it doesn't matter. They will all work in this frame, as you saw. And you can place them however you want to place them. That is completely up to you. I wasn't really doing mine in a particular way. And like I said, I will probably play with this more later and figure out exactly how I want mine placed. I will not spend a whole lot of time in this video trying to just adjust every little bit to make it right, because I'm a perfectionist. I could be here a while. So I'm just going to roughly put them in there and show you the end result, and then I will adjust it to my liking later, just like how you would adjust it to your liking later. But something to note that I came up with while working on this is, like, all of these have the little keychains pieces, right? What I did was I actually undid them and I attached them to the back of their scarf that they have on, right? And that way it wouldn't move. It wouldn't sit here and fall in my frame the whole time I was working on this project. So that's something to note. That's like a really good idea when building this, is that if your little plushies have the little keychain thing and you have a way that you can attach them to like their clothes or the back of whatever they're wearing, whatever plushie you're using, that's a really good idea. That way it's not falling all over the place. Just gonna make sure there's nothing in my frame while I've been sitting here talking. Also, something to note is you can use any K-pop plushies you want to use. It doesn't have to be Skzoos. I'm doing this because I'm a huge stay and I wanted it to be Skzoos, but I feel pretty confident that you could fill this with like the Anities if you're an 18E, or if you're a BTS fan, the little tiny tan plushies would totally work in here. BT21 would probably also work in here. It depends on what you're into. I also have little keychain plushies from One Us. So as long as they are roughly these small little sizes, you know, these little ones, they should fit in here. Again, check the measurements for your frame, your shadow box, whatever you want to call this. Check the measurements for it, and check the measurements for your plushies, and then just do it accordingly. Like I said, the original person who I saw do this video, they did Labubu. So you can do Labubus. You know, it's just whatever you want to do. It's just completely up to you. You make it however fun you want it to be with whatever plushies. As long as the K-pop group, most of them have came out with some kind of plushie. So as long as I've got plushies available, you do you. It doesn't have to be Skzoo. It's just completely up to you and whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting my plushies in here. And while I'm putting them in here, we will chat about some different stuff. Did anybody, if you did, comment down below if you watched the Stray Kids 6th fan meet. If you watched it online, comment down below what your favorite part was. Um, or if you didn't and you've seen other people's video footages, you can still comment your favorite parts too. I'm here for that. Let me know what your favorite parts were. For me personally, I really enjoyed the duo switches. That was so cool to me. I love that they did that. I did not originally pay for Fifth Fan Meet when they did Fifth Fan Meet. So I was not part of the live stream where they did the solo switches. But I did see it like on YouTube after the fact and thought that was so cool. And so to get to see the duo switches live, if you will, was pretty neat. I loved it. And I loved that it was the same exact duos. Also, who thought last year when we saw Stray Kids live and we saw Cinema live, who thought, okay, this is the last time we're ever going to hear Cinema? And then they announced the movie, and we're like, oh my God, are we getting Cinema in a cinema? And then it happened. And then we all had that moment of, this is the last time we're going to hear Cinema is in the movie. Who thought that? Yeah? Okay, and then they did the duo switches. And then we got something I could never have predicted, Bang Chan and Hyunjin doing Cinema. I thought, I'm never going to hear this song again. And then they did it. And I was like, ah! It was so good. Hyunjin did such a good job. They all did such a good job. And then, I loved that Felix and Han did burning tires and came out on their little motorcycles. They're so funny. I love that. Changbin and Ian did Escape. That was amazing. I cannot. They were all amazing. I'm always so impressed by them when they do like each other's songs. I'm like, man, we need an album or even just release them online. I don't even care. We need those additional songs released, like the versions that the other members did. We need those songs released. Please, Stray Kids, we need those released because they're all so good. The originals are good, but the switches are also so good. Please add them online or come out with an album. Maybe Stray Kids Switch, and it's got the switches of the solos and the switches of the duos. Just thinking out loud. Oh my goodness. Such an amazing thing to watch. I cannot believe I woke up at almost 3 a.m. to watch it. Whew, that was a long day. I also love the games they played. I thought they were so cute. Oh my gosh. I loved when they were kissing on each other on the cheek. Is so precious. They're so cute. I can't. So precious. Gosh, there's just too much to talk about that. It's crazy. I also feel like we're already like halfway through the Stray Kids step out for 2026, and it makes me sad because I'm like, oh no, we don't have that many things left. I mean, we still get the album that they're supposed to drop, which Bang Chan has confirmed they're already working on. Sir, I wish you would sleep. Take a break. But at the same time, I'm excited for you. So anyways, they've already talked about that. And then what else? We're still waiting to hear about what the Skzoo all around the world event, project, whatever it's going to be. I'm really interested to see what that's going to be. I know a lot of people are speculating and think it's going to be like pop-up shops with Skzoo merch, which, I mean, I'm here for that. But also, we just don't know. We don't have any real confirmations yet of what that's going to be. So, TBD on that. And then, like, they mentioned a tour. I do want to be careful with my word usage, and I do want to make sure I say a tour Not just any tour, a tour. Not a world tour. That has not been confirmed yet, you guys. Um, I also suspect that that won't be confirmed, like the the world tour. If it were me, what I think will likely happen, I think we will get a like if we do get a world tour, it'll be like they did with Dominate, and it will start at like towards the end of the year and continue into next year, right? And then so step out 2027 will be like continuing a world tour. Like it'll be like now we're announcing that it's a world tour. That's what I think. I think they will most likely handle it similarly to how they did for Dominate. It'll be like maybe they started at the end of the year, but they won't come to the States till, next year is my prediction. And that does not include the fact that they're announcing festivals. Nobody come at me. I know they're participating in some US festivals, but as far as a world tour officially goes, I really think that it's going to be a next year thing. That's my prediction. That's also my hope because like I had money saved up for a tour, but then they just keep coming out with stuff and I just keep spending money because they know how to market. JYP, I've sold my soul. So yeah. So while I am building this, and I realize it's kind of hard, you can't really see what I'm doing. Something else to note is they've got those little Skzoo tags. When I'm putting them in there, I'm trying my best to make sure they're all like pulled up towards the back, so maybe you won't see them. And then another thing I'm doing too is I'm doing this. That's where my frame, if you will, that little cardboard piece, the frame, that's how I'm doing it. I'm doing it in the back. But also, this is a good way for me to brace it and then I can lift it and look at it, which we're getting there. I see a couple things I need to fix really quick, but we're getting there. Um, I gotta pull up a Direcky's tag. It was showing, and I saw another tag that was showing that I gotta fix. Now, depending on how you place these, you could, in theory, add flowers to this. That's something I think that girl did with her Labubu's. It's hard sometimes to remember Labubu. But I think that's something she did with hers is she added flowers to hers to kind of like fill in some gaps. You can do that. I don't know that I'm gonna have enough gaps to do that, to be honest. Um, I'm trying to fill in the gaps. There's not that much gap, but there's a little bit because of their bodies. I'm not super worried about it. Another thing I'm trying to do with this is I'm trying to have Wolf Chan in the center because he's leader. He's also my ult, so I want him in the middle. And then the other thing I'm trying to do as well is make sure that like all the hidden spaces are being filled in to the best of my ability. Make sure you can see everybody's faces. For the most part, see their ears, that kind of thing. So it's just, again, this is going to be pretty much just however picky you want to be about it. Yeah. But it's coming along. I'm going to go ahead and test this and see how it looks with the back of it on. Okay, I have a couple of tags to fix. I'm almost there though. Actually, I like how it turned out better than I originally had it. Go figure. Go figure, you guys. I actually like it better than I originally had it. So, kudos to me, I guess, on that one. So, yours up here. Yours is over there. Yours over here. Did that get everybody? The tags are becoming my issue at the moment. Dedeki, get back in your hole. My guy. Oh my god. Confession. Nobody judge me. Confession. I did not know, or wasn't aware, if you will, who, like, I knew some of the roommates, like, I knew some of the members that were roomed together, but I apparently didn't know who everybody was roomed with as far as, like, each other goes. I did not know Hyunjin and Changbin were roomed together, and that blew my mind. And, like, Changbin and Hyunjin are my bias wreckers, and so all their cute little interactions between each other just made me crash out, personally. I typically don't um I don't typically go out of my way to ship members. That's not a thing I do. I know some people do, and I don't judge either way. But just for me personally, like, Bang Chan, Felix, Changbin, and Hyunjin are all my biases. That's who I stand in the group. And specifically, Changbin and Hyunjin are my bias wreckers. So it made sense that, like, that I would be crashing out over those two interacting and then finding out, like, that they room together and whatnot. I'm like, this makes so much sense. My bias wreckers are wrecking me, and they live together. I don't know. Um, um, so yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, get down in there. Oh no. I think I like how it turned out better than I originally had it, which is surprising. Okay. I'm going to push this in. I think we're almost done. It's so cute. I cannot. Again, you can position yours however you would like to position them. Um, and you can feel free to adjust them as much as you feel like you need to adjust them to get them exactly where you want them to be at. And I will be posting a link for this frame to where you can find it. But also, like I said, you can look on Amazon. You can look anywhere you want to look for a similar style type of shadow box. Just pay attention to the measurements and pay attention to the size of your plushies that you're going to be doing. I see two little issues that I'm going to fix really quick. I told you I'm a perfectionist, but I'm going to try not to let it get in the way of my video here. But I still have other stuff to talk about, so that it's fine. Just pay attention to measurements and whatnot. And like I said, this does not have to be a Skzoo box. It could be BTS, or it could be One Us, or any K-pop group that you stand and has plushies that you want to do. Do it. This is what this is for. This is for everybody. This project is for everybody. No matter what group you stand, or, you know, any of that, like, it doesn't matter. You pick whoever you want and you plop them in here. You can do it. And you go about it through, you know, whatever you can afford to do. It's fine. There's no judgment. Do you think the boys care whether or not you bought official merch to make a craft project? No. No! The two plushies that I fixed. I didn't fix their tags when I fixed them. But no, the boys don't care. It's okay. I can't, well, I can't always afford to buy everything I want to buy of theirs. I just can't. Not in this economy. And then, that's okay. I also, like, for concerts and stuff, I purposely buy knockoff stuff for concerts because I'm going to wear it on my person and I don't want to lose it, because can you imagine having something official and you lose it? That's a lot of money. I'm sorry. I'm just not willing to do that. So, yeah. But I love this cute idea. I love that I saw it. I love that I immediately thought, oh my god, Skzoos. We should do Skzoos. It'd be so cute. Because it is so cute. I'm dying over here over how cute this idea is. And I love me a good craft project that I can share with you guys. So there's that too. Like I said before, if you want to do this and position yours in a way that incorporates like flowers, that's the other thing. Originally I was going to have mine have flowers, but I got in my head about it and I was like, what flowers do I do? Do I go off a birthday? Is there a list somewhere that tells me what their favorite flowers are? I just really got in my head about it and then I was like, I'm not going to do it. So, to each their own and what you want to do and how you want to do it. You can also, another idea that I thought of, I'm not going to do it because I'm not artistic like that. But if you are, go for it. And honestly, if you decide to do this project, please post about it. I do have an Instagram now and I have a Twitter. Please post pictures and like tag me so I can see your craft projects when you do this. I would love to see what you came up with. I don't even care what group it is. I would just love to see that, you saw my video and you were like, hey, I did this too. It was such a great idea. I want to see your works of art. Tag me. And again, I will also drop in the description my Twitter link and my Instagram link. You are welcome to follow me on both of those platforms if you'd like to. I certainly encourage it. I use my Twitter a lot when I'm posting about both K-pop, but also like as I am watching a K-drama, I will post on Twitter about the K-drama and my thoughts as I'm watching it. So, if you watch K-dramas, C-dramas, any of that, definitely follow me on Twitter so you can see what I'm watching at that time. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get a hint of what my next video is going to be because of me posting about whatever drama I'm watching. I am overdue for doing a drama video. That is coming. And for those of you that are wondering, I'm going to be talking about multiple dramas that I have watched recently and giving you my thoughts on those. It's going to be kind of like a short rundown. I'm going to talk about the different shows I've watched recently, who's in them, where you can watch them at, all that fun stuff, and my overall thoughts. So that video is coming. And I said I wasn't going to get in my head about this positioning, but it's happening. It is happening. I'm trying not to. Oh, I have a funny for you. Do you guys ever, no matter what K-pop group it is, but in this case, I guess this would be kind of geared at my stays, but no matter what K-pop group it is, do you ever feel like you were too, like, I guess in my specific case, it'd be like, man, I have watched way too much Stray Kids content. And I say this with love, but like to the point that it's always on my brain, right? Like somebody says something, and when they say it, it automatically triggers in my head, a specific video maybe, right? Or something like that. So for example, my husband says to my daughter a lot, are you being cheeky? And what pops in my head is, chicky, chicky, chicky. Bum, bum, bum. If you're a stay, you know what I just referenced. Well, I had something happen this morning. My brother texted me a video that was supposed to be like a millennial video that takes you back to when we were kids of like, we learned science through Bill Nye the Science Guy and 1, 2, 3. And it's like, I can't explain it, but it's like it's supposed to be nostalgic. And this guy quoted the mitochondria in Bang Chan's speech, referencing the mitochondria, popped in my head, and I was like, Stray Kids has ruined my life in like the best way, right? Like, as in my thoughts are always triggered by different things and I think of them. Oh my god, I think this turned out better than I had it before. Get out. Get out. I love it. So, I think it looks so good. It turned out really good. I loves it. You guys think? Right here you think? So it can always be in my videos? maybe. Ooh, actually, I do love that idea. I don't know if I'll push it back some. Meh, I'll figure it out later. But I'm definitely thinking that's a good idea. I love this. Oh, I know. I know what I was saying earlier. I sometimes lose track of my thought now that it's done. But if you are artistic, which I am not, but if you are and you can do like paint pens or any kind of painting, you could paint on this, right? Like you could do some like really cute like designs going across it or something. Or like, I don't know, maybe at the bottom you write hashtag love stay. I don't know. Um, but like the sky's the limit with creativity with this. Maybe you get a like a really cute like craft ribbon and you make a bow and you stick it up here. Like I don't know. Um, the sky's the limit with your creativity. And like I said, it's just a little shadowbox frame, and you can do it with um, Tiny Tan BTS. I just got these. um, or you can do it with like some One Us plushies if you have them. Whatever little miniature plushies that you have, you could fill this box with it. You know, it doesn't matter who it's of, what the fandom is, anything like that. This is meant for you. It's just meant to be a fun little craft project. So if you are artistic and you can draw or something like that, decorate your box. Like, for real, decorate your box. Like, have fun with it. Um, I love how it turned out. I'm very pleased. I'm really glad I saw that video and then could turn around and make this for you and, you know, spread the craft love with you and share my knowledge, and then you can go and do it yourself. And share, again, if you do it, please tag me and share your craft projects with me. I would love to see what you come up with and what creative ideas you came up with for your box and for whatever fandom that may be. I am very pleased with how mine turned out, and I'm really excited to hang it up on the wall, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please look forward to more craft videos in the future. I will definitely do more. I'm not really sure at right this second like what it will be, but like as the ideas come to me, I will start working on gathering the supplies and trying it out and then showing it to you and how you can do it as well. Um, I find this to be fun. I find this to be another extension that I can add to my channel of like I made a shadow box plushie edition that's K-pop related, right? Like so that's just another extension to add to this channel of like I make crafts. If you can call it that. So I had a lot of fun making this, and I really hope you enjoyed it and that um, you will share with me if you do it as well. And please look forward to my upcoming content. Like I said, I am working on a drama video that I will be doing really soon. Um, I would have already have done it, but a new show drops this week that I think I'm going to add into the list of my overall drama video. For those of you that watch K-dramas, or in this case, it's kind of like a K-drama hybrid because it does have a lot of English in it since it does have an American going to South Korea. Exo Kitty Season 3 drops Thursday on Netflix, so get ready. If you're not familiar with that show, definitely, if you have Netflix, go check out To All the Boys I Loved Before, 1, 2, and I think 3. And then there's Exo Kitty Season 1 and 2, which is a spinoff about her younger sister. All of it is good, so if you haven't checked it out yet, go binge watch it. It's worthy of it. Awesome music, wonderful actors, great storyline, all around great show. I'm super excited about it. I cannot wait. I am ready to scream my head off and freak out. We have been waiting so long for a certain couple to get together, and if you've watched the show, you know who I'm talking about. And I'm ready for it to happen, and I can't wait to find out how they go about it. And yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but please look forward to that because I am probably gonna wait till I binge that, which I will binge it, and add that to my lineup of dramas because I do have one other one that I watched that is a what I would call a K-drama American hybrid as well. And it had Q's boyfriend from ExoKitty in it. The fact that when I watched it, my mind went, "It's Q's boyfriend." He's got a name, but to me, it's Q's boyfriend. Anyways, we'll talk more about that in my next video when I do my drama video. So please look forward to that. I will be working on that soon, and I'm going to be going over 3 to 4 different dramas all at once, where you can watch them, who all's in it, a brief synopsis, and my thoughts on it. So you can look forward to that content. Like I said, please like and subscribe for more content. I do a lot of K-pop reaction videos, and I also, like I said, I do drama overviews here and there when time allows me to do it, and then I do craft videos as I come up with them. So if any of that sounds like something you're interested in, then please join my channel, because it is a lot of fun over here. And remember, peace and love.